Hey, what's up guys? It's great to see you all again, and if you're new here, I'm Patrick and this is where I ramble about tech and other stuff. So the new iPhone 12 has been out for a bit now. Maybe you picked one up at launch, and maybe some of you are really lucky and you'll get one for Christmas. So you might be looking for some cool apps to put on it. Plus, it's December, so what better time to look back at some of the apps I've been using the most this year. I love these videos. I always enjoy seeing what apps other people are using, so I thought I'd share mine. So let's ramble.
Hold up, place go wild when I pull up. They all on me like it once.
So let's dive right into it. For the purpose of this video, I'll stick to what I have on my home screen because those are the apps I use the most. Obviously, I have a lot of other great apps installed, and I'll be doing a full-blown best iPhone apps video very soon. So please hit subscribe if you haven't already and hit the little bell so you know when that's going to be up. So let's have a look at my home screen. I've had this background on my phone for a few months now and I still really love it. The reason I'm mentioning this is because quite a few of you have asked me in the comments of other videos where I got my background. I'll put a link to the wallpaper in the description of this video. That's right, below the like button. So anyone who likes it can go and grab it. Alright, moving on. Since iOS 14 made it possible to customize and use widgets, a lot of people went completely nuts on their home screen. I don't like clutter, so I kept it relatively clean and somewhat minimal. So the first thing you see on my home screen is this custom widget, which I made with a brand new app called Flex Widgets. Maybe they're called that because of its many customization features, or because you will be able to flex your own widgets once you're done customizing. I don't know. The app is made by the same guys who did Shift Screen, which allows you to hook up your iPad or your iPhone to a monitor and use its full screen real estate without the black bars. I won't be discussing that app today. I did a separate video on that. Click the card above if you're interested. What I like about Flex Widgets is that the widgets are truly customizable. Other well-known apps like Widgetsmith are really great, but I find them a little bit limited. Flex Widgets allows you to add anything from the weather to information about your health. You can even create interactable drawings. I mean, it doesn't get much more custom than that. And of course, you can add your own photos. I kept my widget fairly clean. It has a super cute picture of my 5-year-old daughter that I can't get enough of. And besides that, I put the weather to see if I can go for a run or fly my drone. And the day of the week, as well as the actual date, because I don't know about you guys, but since the pandemic and the lack of structure that brings, I sometimes forget what day it is. There's a couple of other apps on my home screen that I use every day. First, there is Evernote, which is basically my external brain. I dump literally everything in there. Pictures, screenshots, emails, PDF documents, whatever. Then, once a day or so, I process and categorize everything. That way, I never lose or forget anything. I like how it uses tags rather than folders, and the search function is just unparalleled. I know a lot of people like Notion, but I've been using Evernote for many years and it has never failed me. I have YouTube Studio on here to check my stats and answer all of you guys, and of course, TubeBuddy. TubeBuddy is probably the best tool for YouTubers. It helps you find good titles, it has great tools for SEO, and of course there's this highly addictive thing where you pull refresh, and like a slot machine, it shows you how many views you got since you last pulled. If you're a creator and you haven't got this installed, I'm telling you, you're missing out. There's a link in the description with my code. You can try it for free. Next up is the camera app. I'm a creator, so obviously I need this within reach. But more than pictures, I like to record videos, and the iPhone 12 Pro Max has an amazing camera. But the stock camera app doesn't really do it justice. That's why I'm using Filmic Pro. This app is not free, but it comes with crazy features. It basically turns your phone into a video camera with real manual settings. So you can get far more out of the iPhone's cameras and you have more control over your videos. So if you're a creator or you just want more control over your camera, definitely worth looking into. Alright, what else we got? There's two apps I use the most to communicate, which is Twitter and WhatsApp. I probably use WhatsApp far too much, but that's because we have this awesome little YouTube community on there with about 50 other YouTube channels. Shout out to my guys in TYU. Next up is the battery widget, which is really useful to me because it shows all the connected Apple devices, not just the phone. So now I can see exactly how much juice is left on my phone and my Apple Watch. Right next to the battery widget is this big black box with a plus sign. And what that is basically a Post-it on steroids. The app is called Drafts and it is so convenient and so useful. You tap on the big plus sign and you can immediately start typing on this blank canvas. Of course, there are other apps you can use to organize notes like Evernote that I just mentioned, but Drafts is perfect if you just need to write something down and you need to do it quickly. You can then either just leave it there for later, or you can decide what to do with it next. Tap on the top right corner and it gives you a huge list of options with a bunch of integrated apps. For instance, I could email or tweet what I just wrote directly from the app, or I could send it to Evernote or anywhere else you want, really. In my dock, you will find the phone app, obviously, and the stock calendar app. I tried a number of third-party apps, but I always come back to the stock version. Then there's Chrome, because I hate Safari, and Chrome is also what I use on my Mac and my iPad, so everything is synced nicely. And for my email, I use Airmail. I don't like Apple's stock mail app, and I have used a bunch of different ones, but the only one that comes close is Spark Email, but I don't like threaded emails, and the last time I checked, there's no way to disable it. So that leaves me with Airmail, which does everything I need. It lets me add all my email addresses, doesn't matter what format, and it's highly customizable. You can even create your own icon for every inbox. I manage a lot of email addresses, so for me that is a very useful feature to have. Alright, those are the apps I use all day, every day. Let me know in the comments what is the one app you really cannot live without. If you're interested in more iPhone apps, there are some great app reviews coming. Just keep an eye on the channel. Guys, thank you so much for watching and see you in the next one.